Assalamualaikum, my dear students. Hope you all are fine. This is me, your teacher from Crescent School. Now let's discuss what we are going to learn in this week in English subject. Your first question is reading comprehension. This is your comprehension passage. Your topic is food fright, in which you are going to learn about which food items are healthy for us and which food items are not healthy for us. After reading the comprehension passage, underline the difficult words and you can find out the answers from the dictionary as well as you can take help from your teacher. After that, you have to solve the question answers on your notebook. Your question number 1 is why are British doctor worried? Question number 2, do young people mostly eat vegetables and fruit? Question number 3, why do people need to eat healthy food? Question number 4, what kind of problems can a poor diet bring? And question number 5, what should we do to have a longer and better life? You will get the answers of all these questions from within the passage, so kindly read it out and solve it carefully. Now question number 2 is grammar part. As you know that a noun is a name of a person, place and things. So a noun is further divided into two types, countable and uncountable noun. Today we are going to learn about these two topics, countable and uncountable noun. What are countable and uncountable nouns? Countable nouns are those nouns which can be counted, like for example an apple. Like we can even have 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apple, we can count them easily. A school, 1 picture, 2 pictures and many more, etc. We can easily count them in number. It usually have a singular or a plural verb. They, like for example, there is a book on the table, it's a singular verb. And those houses are very big, aren't they? It's an example of plural verb. On the other hand, what is uncountable noun? Uncountable nouns are those nouns which cannot be counted. Like for example, sugar, information, water, understanding, cheese, sand, water, etc. All these are the things which we cannot count them. We can't count them in numbers. It always takes singular verb. Like for example, there is some water in that pitcher. There are more examples of countable and uncountable nouns, like eggs are eggs, banana, olive, fries, burger, hot dog, apple, carrot, tomato, watermelon. All these are the examples of countable noun. These are the things which we can easily count in numbers. But on the other hand, milk, flour, salt, sugar, jam, meat, rice, honey, tea, cheese, these are the things or elements which we cannot count. So it comes under uncountable noun. Now this is your exercises. You have to do 2 exercises of countable and uncountable noun on your notebook, or you can directly solve it on worksheet. Question number 1 is pick out the word given in the box and put it in correct order. You have to make a column, divide them into two parts. In one part you are going to write down the words which come under uncountable noun, and in the other column you have to write down the words which come under countable nouns. Like for example, chair, it's a countable noun, so it can come under the column of countable noun. Eggs, it is a countable noun, so this word also come under the countable noun column. Then juice is a uncountable noun, so it comes under the uncountable noun column. Now after solving this exercise, you have to do exercise number 2 on your notebook, in which you are going to write down C in front of the sentences which have countable nouns and U in front of the sentences which have uncountable noun. The nouns are in bold letters, so kindly, like for example, children. The children are playing in the garden. We can easily count the children's, like how many children are playing in the garden. So it's a countable noun. C will be written in the blank. I don't like milk. Similarly, you have to solve all these questions on your notebook. Now, your third question is creative writing, in which we are going to learn about fictional story. What is fictional story? A fictional story that have made up characters and events. It is completely based on imagination, in which the writer create made up characters and events. How is it different from non-fiction stories? Fictional stories refer to plot, settings, or characters created from the imagination. We read or watch this material for fun. For example, a book about a cat that talks, a cartoon on TV. And the non-fiction stories are referred completely based on the real people and true events. It is not based on imagination. We read or watch this material for information, like for example, a book about animal life and a documentary on TV. While writing the fictional story, these are the elements which you need to follow in order to write a good fictional story. Like, we must need to have a characters, the people, animal, or creature in the story. We must need to have a theme. Is it based on honesty or kindness, etc. We need to introduce our story with settings like, is it based on in the morning or night, etc. Then problem, solution, and plot also be present in your story. This is your homework. Write a fictional story on the topic the haunted house. You have to solve this question on your notebook. Write a very creative and beautiful fictional story. Thank you so much. Hope you find today's lesson interesting. Allah Hafiz.